Hello. I see you, but now somehow I exited. Okay, just 1 second. I might have to go back. Live streaming. Stream now. Oh, somehow I lost.
It's streaming right now.
Can you see me? I just don't see you here.
Yeah, I can see you.
I don't know why I can't see you. Okay, stream now. Oh, I have Mitzi on the phone. Maybe that's why it's not working. That shouldn't matter. Okay. All right. Well, why can I not see? Okay, stream now. Okay, somehow I went back into the YouTube. My heavens, you guys. Oh, okay, something's happening here. Okay. This is so annoying. Kim, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
I don't know why I can't see. I can't get this to work. Oh, there you are. I'm trying to invite Mitzi here, but I've lost the...
You're on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube and it says live.
Great.
And just a minute ago I had, do I go to stream? All I can see is the YouTube account. Somehow I've lost the Google Hangouts one.
It's probably in another tab.
Okay.
So go up to your browser.
I just don't see it. Okay. There you are.
Possibly be in another window.
Okay, it says there is an error loading your app. I don't know why it's doing that. I can see you. Okay, now let me go up to, does it show? Okay. All right, Mitzi, let me try this one more time. I'm so sorry. Look at that cute baby. All right, did you get, I'm going to try hanging up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, I'm hanging up, Lori.
Okay. Good heavens.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep getting this message on my screen saying there's an error, but I'm just going to X out of that, hopefully. Okay. All right. It's a miracle when you put me in charge.
You did fine.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a feeling that we're already recording. So
yeah, it says live on my screen.
Yeah, so I think I already hit record. So we'll just get going then. How did you guys do on the exam?
I got
You're okay.
Yeah, I got 4 wrong, but he gave me credit for one of them. So I ended up with 3 wrong, and that got me a low A, which is I'm okay with.
No kidding.
I haven't checked to see what I got wrong though, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
I didn't do that well, but at least I passed. So I'm not sure. I felt good
Yeah.
about it until I submitted, and then I think my calculations were off somehow. So I'll have to go back in and figure out what I did. But anyways, I passed it. I'll have to figure it out for the next time.
Passing is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me right now, it feels like okay.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
All right. This lesson 9 seemed pretty straightforward, except for trying to get the calculations on Excel. And I couldn't quite figure that out, but other than that. Okay, do you want to get started?
Let's do this.
Okay. So I guess we'll just go through. We're doing the prep. Do we do part 1 or part 2 or both?
Both.
Mama, this one is bad.
Okay, fine.
I tried to take it like this, but it's bad.
So Mitzi, did you say we do part 1 and part 2?
Yes, I think so. It didn't say not
Okay.
to.
Okay.
We go
Yeah,
over the
somewhere I
answers
just read
for all of
part.
it. And
Yeah.
then,
Okay.
like, I did all the questions from part 1, and then part 2, I think we're supposed to do together.
Oh, gotcha. That's what it was. All right. So number 1, which hypothesis between the null and the alternative is the hypothesis of no effect? And that's the null, right?
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, how does the alternative hypothesis below represent a one-sided or two-sided alternative hypothesis? And it's a one-sided, and it's actually right-tailed because we're only worried about one side of it. I don't know how to
Right.
explain that.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, number 3, I'll just, so in the top left, so if let's see, I have to make it bigger so I can read it. If you fail to reject the null hypothesis and the hypothesis is true, then that's the correct decision. If the hypothesis is false and you fail to reject it, that's a type 2 error. If the null hypothesis is false and you reject it, that's type 2. If the null hypothesis is true and you reject it, that's a type 1 error. And if the null hypothesis is false and you reject it, that's the correct decision.
Yep. All right. Number 4, define the level of significance in a hypothesis test with which Greek letter, and it's the alpha that looks like a fish. Number used to determine if the p-value is small enough to reject the null hypothesis. And basically it's saying it determines if it's a type 1 error, I think. So before you do the experiment, you have to determine the level of significance. So you just pick if it's 0.01, 0.05, or whatever.
Okay, so we just pick a number then, right? They're just saying pick something that sort of makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know how,
So,
that's a good question. I don't know how you determine that, but.
didn't they recommend like 0.5 or something?
Yeah, 0.05 or 0.01
Yeah.
or 0.1,
Right.
depending. And then they didn't tell us what it depended on. But
Yeah.
okay, I just wanted to make sure that that was something we just made up, basically.
Yep.
Got it.
Right.
All right, write down the formula for computing the test statistic for the hypothesis test for a single mean when the sigma is known. So basically, we're looking for the z-score, right? X minus x bar all over sigma over the square root of n.
Mine's a little different, just in that you don't usually have like a sample. So mine is x minus the mean over the standard deviation over n. That's too loud, baby.
Yeah. You're right.
Is it the square root of n at the bottom, though?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's what I have.
Sigma over the square root of n as the denominator.
Okay,
Alright. We're getting a tour of Kim's house. At least the ceilings.
Okay. Define the p-value and how is it used in a hypothesis test? So the p-value is the probability that you'll get a test value, like the z-score, at least as extreme as the one you calculated, assuming the null hypothesis is true.
yep. All right, if the null hypothesis is rejected in a hypothesis test, what is concluded about the alternative hypothesis? And I put it's true.
Jamie?
Okay.
Can you check to make sure there's nothing in that box, please? Thank you. Sorry, Stella got a hold of a box of tissues. And I'm hoping it's just a box.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And her name's Stella.
Is it empty?
Hi, Stella.
No. Okay, can you done, please? Thank you. Okay, what number were we on? 8?
8.
8, yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Okay, think of a couple of examples where you've seen hypothesis testing in real life. I don't know.
Yeah, I had trouble with this one too.
I just
The only
put
thing I
down
could
like
think of. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
things like the ACT scores, if they've gone up or down. I don't know what else.
The only thing I could think of was like marketing. In this way, it's going to attract more customers or like make us this much money, and then they
Mhm.
like carry out the advertising. But it's not. I mean, that's not real.
Yeah. I was thinking, oh, now that I think about it, maybe like, children's weights. Like, you know, they've been talking a lot about car seats and booster seats and the need, you know, how heavy does a kid need to be? What's the, and then the syllabus said like 80 pounds or 8 years old. Well, how many 8-year-olds are 80 pounds? Like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well,
Seeing
that's a
if
good
that
one.
changed at all. Anyways, okay. Yay! We got the answers. Part 2.
Okay, whatever. The scores on the GMAT have a mean of 529, but this professor feels that the score has improved in the last couple of years. So the null and alternative hypotheses, the null is that the mean is equal to 529, and the alternate hypothesis is that the mean is greater than 529.
Right.
Yep, that sounds right. Okay, suppose you, oh wait, is it me?
Yes.
Okay, suppose you got evidence that the null hypothesis should be rejected. However, in reality, the mean score of students taking the exam is still 529. What, was it a type 1 or a type 2 error? And I would say type 1 because, let's see, type 1 means that you failed to reject, or let's see, type 1 is you reject the truth. So I put type 1 on that.
Oh, I like that. Reject the truth. Okay.
That's one of the videos I watched.
Okay, so type 1 is rejected. So C, if the analysis were done at A or alpha equals 0.01, what is the probability of committing a type 1 error? The probability of committing a type 1 error is going to be 1% or 1 out of 100.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. If we wanted to decrease the probability of making a type 2 error, what would we need to increase or decrease the level of significance? And I said increase.
Right.
Yep, I agree. And
I guess we're not generally worried about making a type 2 error.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't super sure about that one, but I put in.
No, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. It's increased, but I mean, of the ones that they've recommended, it's like 0.05, 0.01. That's pretty low.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we're more worried about making a type 1 error than a type 2 error. I guess maybe we have to consider what error would be worse.
Which I think would depend on the situation.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, D, if we wanted to decrease the probability,
We did that one, Lori.
oh, we just did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
number 10.
Oh, great. Now I get this one. Design the, okay, let's see. What is the population from which the realtor obtains the data? You guys don't want me to read that whole thing, do you?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay, so the population would be those who bought second homes. And how did he sample this population? And he just chose out of his clients who had purchased second homes. And what is the research question? If the age of second home buyers is in his area is different than the ages at the national level.
Yeah.
Does that sound right? Okay.
Well, that's the question.
Yeah, that would be the research question, right?
Right, that would be the question.
Okay. All right.
You okay, Kim?
Is it my turn? Oh, sorry.
No. It's my turn. It's my turn, but you're okay? You had to look.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. B, collect the data. Name at least one way the realtor could have randomly selected his sample. I just said that you chose a random client and then listed every third client after that.
Nice.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, describe the data. Graph the data.
Mom, we accidentally made a mistake.
I'm your question. You guys have to figure it out.
I haven't done it yet.
Go for it. Are you doing the graph?
Yeah. I didn't put it together, so I don't have a graph ready.
I just did an SPSS and then copied and pasted it.
Is it ball shaped or not?
It's left skewed.
Left skewed?
But my graph didn't quite like the one that was in the answers. It was like sort of similar. Left skewed, kind of same shape, but the values are a little bit different. So.
Yeah. Okay. So you said 5 descriptive statistics. Is that give us 5 for?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Well,
We lost your voice again.
can you hear me?
Yep.
Did you manually put the numbers into SPSS?
Yeah. It was only 15, so I just put them in and then.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. Is it my turn?
Go for it.
Okay. Make inference, check the requirements. Since there's only 15 pieces of data, what will you need to check? Let's see.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, the requirements were like, it needs to be
Oh, that's why they had a QQ plot.
So what did you say, Kim? I missed that.
The requirements, in the reading, the requirements were the sample needs to be normal, so it needs to be normal from the beginning. There was one or two other requirements.
Okay. It says, assume that they represent a simple random sample. That the mean will be normally distributed. Our sample size is small, so we can't assume that it's going to be normally distributed, right?
Right, and you said it wasn't. Isn't it right skewed?
Yeah, a little bit less skewed.
So it doesn't quite meet the requirements.
But, okay, so that's why, okay, so in the answer sheet, there's a QQ plot, and I couldn't figure out why. That's why they're trying to see how normal it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But there's only QQ plot. There's no analysis to go with it. It just showed a picture of the plot. Okay.
Interesting.
So I guess that makes sense. That's why, because we're not quite sure of the normality of it. All right.
All right, let's see.
Oh, number two,
Okay.
sorry, my turn. State the null and alternative hypothesis. Is this a one or two-tailed test?
Pretty good.
The null hypothesis is 47 years, equal to 47 years, and the alternative hypothesis is that they're not equal to 47 years. Right?
Yeah.
So we don't know if it's above or below, so that would make it a two-tailed test. Okay.
Excellent.
That makes sense.
Okay, so I don't know what they're saying with 3 let alpha equal 0.05. That's not a question.
No, so I think it's just the information.
Compute the test statistic. What is the formula to be used? So it's the same as the one we said for number 5, right? The same formula?
Right.
Okay.
So I got the z-score to be negative 0.207.
Can you say that again, Mitzi? Negative, what was it?
Negative 0.207.
Okay. So basically, we just need to use that same formula that we talked about and plug in all the numbers, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And then for the next one, do we just put that in the applet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would give you the probability.
Yeah. And if they want you to add it in, you could use a snipping tool to insert it. I just tried it and it worked. So
A snipping tool?
yeah.
You don't have to turn this in, right?
No, but I was working on the homework part, and well, I guess we don't turn that in either, but no, they actually said use the snipping tool to put it in. Okay.
Like screenshot?
Yeah, I think that would work too.
Okay. Well, okay.
All
Either
right.
way.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. So the z-score was, I didn't write it down.
Negative
We just
0.207. Yeah.
I just wanted to.
Okay, so because it's two-tailed, we go everything on the left and everything on the right, correct?
Yeah.
Got
I
it.
think so.
Okay.
Oops.
So I got the p-value is 0.836. Come on, Stels. Oh, you good girl.
So then we need to compare that to the 0.05, is that right? And decide whether or not.
Yeah, it's significant. There's a baby. Hey. It's not. Don't cry. And I'm still having trouble remembering whether we want it to be bigger or smaller.
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering.
Good daddy.
So this one is bigger.
Yeah.
So So that's not good,
So,
right?
No,
I
I
know
don't
that
think
is good. I don't know.
Let's see.
If the P is low, null. Is that null? So we want to be bigger so we can accept the null hypothesis, right?
Right. Or fail to reject,
Yep.
right?
null.
This is our,
Yep.
our verbiage. Okay. So if it's bigger, then we're going to fail to reject.
Right.
Okay.
I put, oh yeah, you're right. The wording drives me crazy. So fail to reject is the same as accept. Okay, I get
Well,
it.
sort of, yeah.
Yeah, because we can never
It's like
accept the hypothesis
yeah.
to be true.
Yeah.
We can fail to reject it or reject it, but
Right.
I mean we're basically accepting it.
Okay.
It's like, you get another chance. I don't know. That's kind of how I keep telling myself. Are you talking to people?
Let's see, baby. There's a baby. Can you say hi?
So cute.
So much pretty hair.
Say hello. Okay, where are we, guys?
All right, let's see. Last.
State your conclusions. Is that where we are? Yes. State your conclusions in terms of the alternative hypothesis. Insufficient evidence. I feel like I'm talking like a lawyer. That the mean age of second home buyers is different than the national average. So basically, it's the same.
Right.
Since we're failing to reject, right? Okay.
Yep.
So we're rejecting the alternative hypothesis.
Right. Rejecting alternative. Okay. What would we tell this guy to do? Keep doing what you're doing because you're
Yeah.
targeting your 47-ish-year-olds.
Yeah. I don't really understand that.
He doesn't have to change his marketing strategy at all.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We ready for this, guys?
All right.
The lesson 9 quiz open since our meeting yesterday. I just saved it.
Okay, I'm going to start the quiz.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, 5,000. Ooh, there's a lot. 21 questions.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'll take the first two.
You're so kind, Lori.
I know, right?
Such a giver.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm not stuck. Die.
All right. Let's see. Do not round until you're okay. Got it. All right. What hypothesis involves equality? That would be
The no.
the no. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Because that's the status quo.
P-value is the probability of obtaining a sample statistic at least as extreme as the one that was actually observed. Okay. Remember that the p-value is the probability of obtaining a sample statistic at least as extreme as the one that was actually observed. Did I just read that? When computing the p-value, which hypothesis do you assume to be true? The null hypothesis.
Yep.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for the next question, we're gonna use the null hypothesis of the mean is equal to 10. So which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a two-tailed test? That would be mean is not equal to 10.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
All right. Which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a left-tailed test? So that means less than, right? So would it be A?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Right?
so.
Less than is to the left.
Yeah. Mean less than 10.
Let's stop dropping yourself. There we go. What's going on, baby? Okay, sorry.
You're fine.
So, Okay, number 7. Which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a right-tailed test? So that would be B greater than, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay. Remember that we determine the outcome of a hypothesis test by comparing the p-value to the level of significance, or alpha. Which relationship would result in failing to reject the null hypothesis? So that would be a p-value greater than the significance. So the first one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Stella, you can't have it.
All right. What relationship would result in rejecting the null hypothesis? Didn't we just do this?
That's the opposite question,
Yeah.
So p-value is less than?
right?
Right.
I would say the second one.
Okay. An insurance company is reviewing its current policy rates. When originally setting the rates, they believed that the average claim was about $1,500. They were concerned that the true mean is actually higher than this. Okay, so that which of the following would be the appropriate alternative hypothesis? So H of A is greater than 1,500, right? So C, the third option.
Okay.
Stella, you're driving me nuts.
Which of the following would be appropriate for the null hypothesis? Would just be A, the claim is equal to 1,500.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The insurance company randomly selects n equals 40 claims and calculates a sample mean of X as 1650. Okay, use this information for the next 3 questions. The insurance company assumes the distribution of the sample is normal. Is this a good assumption? I'd say yes, because it's over 30. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the answer would be it's a good assumption that it's normal. Where are you going?
A large Okay, what theorem
can
or
take my card.
law justifies your answer to the previous question? The central limit theorem. Right?
In my purse.
Following is
Okay.
tests as defined in this lesson. That would be the z-star, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't you love how they just gave us another label?
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to keep changing the names of things?
Yeah. Alphabet.
Or get some
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I was distracted. What was the answer to 13, you guys?
Sorry, let's go back up. Central limit theorem.
Yep. Okay. All right.
And 14 was the Z.
Yeah. The historical means of sales receipts at a grocery store is 150 with a standard deviation of 40. The store manager suspects the average has decreased. She sets up the hypothesis test with, okay, well, she will use a level of significance of 0.05. Then she takes a random sample number of 36. What is the z-score? So we need to just calculate that out, right?
So mu is 150. Standard deviation.
40.
Ouch.
Okay.
I got z equals negative 0.9. Seem reasonable?
What the heck? I got 0.144. Let me try it again.
Okay, I'll do it again too. Why are you crying, baby?
Okay, so what numbers, let's see. Standard deviation of 1.05.
How did you set yours up?
Is it 144 minus 150?
That's what I put.
But
Okay, 144.
Then it would be minus 6 over 0.05 minus the square root of 36.
see here.
Oh no, times the square root of 36.
Oh, is it times or divided by?
Wait, so negative 6 divided
Oh,
by
Yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
yeah, that's what I did.
standard deviation is 40, which is divided by the square root of 36, right?
Right, which is 6.
I'm still getting 0.9. Negative
So then it
0.9.
would, the bottom would be 0.0083 over negative 6.
No, negative 6 over,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
yeah.
Negative 6 over 6
6
over.
over 6.666, right?
I got 6 point or over 0.0083.
I don't know where I went
Am I
wrong.
off?
I don't know.
So what do you guys have on the bottom? 0.05 divided by 6?
No,
Okay, what is it?
it's 40
Oh, 40. Okay.
divided by 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Originally, Mixie,
What?
did you get negative 0.90?
Yeah.
Yes. I just redid the
Okay.
calculation. That's what I got. I don't know what I did
Negative
wrong.
0.90.
Okay.
Okay.
Works. Yay. Okay. Oh, so that we have to actually put it in now. 0.
Well, they're just asking for the Z-score for the first question, right?
Right.
For 15. So we put that in. Oh, and then we have to find the p-score or the p-value.
Okay. So now we
So it
open
could
the
be-
applet.
Is it going to be the left?
Oh no. Okay. Z-score was. Okay, what are we looking for again?
I'm just not sure what we're supposed to highlight in the applet.
What did she say?
Negative
She thinks it's
0.9.
decreased, right? The store manager suspects that the average is decreased. I think that's what we do
Okay.
is we go to the left because of the decrease. Oh, it's negative.
So did you guys get 0.8159?
No.
You put in 0.90 at the bottom?
But we're doing with negative, right? No?
Yeah, negative 0.90.
Yeah. And my area is 0.1841.
Yeah, I had the middle highlighted. That's what I
Okay.
have, 0.8.
0.1841.
Yep.
So for the p-score, did you get 0.816?
What are we supposed to highlight?
I did the left two sections, so like the bell and then the left tail, but I wasn't sure about that.
I think we only need to do the tail part because
Yeah.
we're dealing with the negative as the Z-score.
Okay. That
Symbol.
Yep.
So then I have 4. If you
Yes,
unclick
that's
the
what
middle.
I got.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Or at least we're all getting it wrong together. Almost
Okay,
there, guys.
what inference would you make about the null hypothesis for this solution?
Wait, hold
So
on. I have to
what
look
did
at
we
it again.
So 0.05 is what we're aiming at. And it's greater than that, so I would
Wait, what did
say
we say?
say if the null is low, if the P is low, reject the null. But it's high, so we're going to fail to reject the null.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Good
Yes.
job, Kim.
Okay. So the conclusion for this problem would be that we have sufficient evidence that the true population mean is 150.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. There are 2 types of errors that can be made when performing a hypothesis test. Which one involves rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true? Rejecting the truth, right?
Yep. Type 1, right?
Right.
Awesome.
Okay, last one. A researcher decided that instead of using a level of significance of 0.05, he will use 0.01. Which of the following will be true? Okay, I wrote this down. Let's see. So if you want to reduce the chance of a type 2 error, you increase the level of significance. If you want to reduce the chance of a type 1 error, you decrease the level of significance.
So is that number 2? Right, the probability of the type 2 error will increase?
Right, because he decreased the
Yeah.
significance.
Okay. Gosh, Stella.
If
So that was number 2, right? The probability.
Right.
Okay.
So if the significance is 0.05, compute the probability of committing a type 1 error. So that would be a 5% chance, right? So 1 or 5 divided by 1. That.
Round to 2 decimal places?
Huh.
That seems weird. I don't like the way they worded that. Right? So that would be 5%, which would be 1 over 20. So 1 out of 20 chances is 0.05. Is this a trick question?
Well, if then good for them.
Or is it just painfully obvious?
So would you just put 5 in there?
0.05.
0.05, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna submit.
Oh, wait.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
No, you're right. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm psyching myself out. All right, I'm submitting. I'm doing it. Yes, submit.
Question 18 was wrong.
18. What would we do for 18? Ah, crap. All right. Apparently we can do statistics, we just don't know how to interpret them.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have sufficient evidence that the true population mean is 150. We have insufficient evidence. We have insufficient evidence that the true population mean is less. But we
Another
said,
way we put is we have insufficient evidence that the true population is less than 150. That's the only other option that you see that makes sense.
yeah, and that, since that's what we were testing.
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay,
I'll give it.
fine.
So it's the third one. Okay. And then what other one did we miss?
Fine. I think that was it.
That was it.
What was 12? What did you guys put for 12? I must have put it in wrong.
It's a good assumption. Sample size is large.
So is it the first one?
That's what I put.
Okay, I just put it in wrong. All right. So I'll go in
Awesome,
and fix
ladies.
that and submit it.
All right.
right.
See you next Thursday.